You are listening to part 20 of the podcast series, How Successful People Think.
Number 4, spend time with other creative people. What if the place you work has an environment that is hostile to creativity, and you possess little ability to change it? One possibility would be to change jobs. But what if you desire to keep working there despite the negative environment? Your best option is to find a way to spend time with other creative people. Creativity is contagious. Have you ever noticed what happens during a good brainstorming session? One person throws out an idea. Another person uses it as a springboard to discover another idea. Someone else takes it in yet another, even better direction. Then somebody grabs hold of it and takes it to a whole new level. The interplay of ideas can be electric. The more time you can spend with creative people engaging in creative activities, the more creative you will become. Number 5, get out of your box. Actress Katharine Hepburn remarked, "If you obey all the rules, you will miss all the fun." While I don't think it's necessary to break all the rules, many are in place to protect us, I do think it's unwise to allow self-imposed limitations to hinder us. Creative thinkers know that they must repeatedly break out of the box of their own history and personal limitations in order to experience creative breakthroughs. The most effective way to help yourself get out of the box is to expose yourself to new paradigms. One way you can do that is by traveling to new places. Explore other cultures, countries, and traditions. Find out how people very different from you live and think. Another is to read on new subjects. If you want to break out of your own box, get into somebody else's. Read broadly. Many people mistakenly believe that if individuals aren't born with creativity, then they will never be creative. But you can see from the many strategies and examples I've given you that creativity can be cultivated. Here's a thinking question for you. Ask yourself, am I working to break out of my box of limitations so that I can explore ideas and options to experience creative breakthroughs? Putting creative thinking into action. If you've been using some method of capturing your ideas in a notebook, computer, or filing system, I want you to take time and look through some of the ideas that you've recorded. If you haven't been capturing your ideas on paper, you're missing an opportunity to take them to the next level. I want you to begin capturing ideas on paper for the next 90 days. Look through your ideas and find one that you believe has great potential if you give it more thinking time. Now ask yourself the following questions to stretch that idea. Why do I like this idea? What are the underlying issues involved with it? What does this remind me of? What is the opposite? What metaphor or symbol helps explain it? What is the value of the idea? What's the hardest or most expensive way to carry it out? Who has a different perspective on this? What happens if I don't do it at all? In my wildest dreams, what can this idea lead to? Now, I want to encourage you to add other questions on your own. The idea is to get outside of your box and let your ideas take you anywhere they want you to. The only rules are, number 1, you're not allowed to shut down your thinking process with self-editing, criticism, or other creativity killers, and 2, you must try to capture as many of your ideas as possible on paper. Now think about your working environment. Does it naturally foster creativity or tend to shut it down? If it promotes creative thought, count your blessings. If it doesn't, figure out if you can make it friendlier to creativity. If you're the boss, then changing the culture is your responsibility. Praise and reward creative thinking and innovation. Introduce play. Give people time to go recharge their mental batteries. Hire a consultant to teach people how to think out of the box. Do whatever is necessary. And if you have the resources to go to another country where you can be exposed to a different culture, you may want to plan your next vacation around it. If you don't, then plan to read 3 books that take you out of your area of expertise. Don't pick something that will bore you or that will go way over your head. Just expose yourself to something that makes you stretch your mind.